Dave Huckaba, what's up? In Rio Linda, isn't it true that you're kind of a legend? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Dave Huckaba, cage fighter, legend, extraordinaire. I'm going out to a legend's house right now, as a matter of fact. Kristy Guinn of Quinn and Sons Racing. Yeah, I've been invited there for like 17 years, maybe. Hello. Hello. Don. Yeah. I knew Kristy before I met my ex. He met her before she became my ex. My kids have seen Kristy on and off throughout the years as they grew up. His son David, who I understand is a legend and a savage. He was older than all my boys, a great kid. You know what? They became friends, man. And I'm going out there. And before I do, I'm going to have to shut this phone off, because if I made a telephone call from Kristy Guinn's place, it would be automatically, that phone would be live, okay, with the authorities, okay? They're on him like a ton of motherfucking bricks, man, to the point where I think it's actually really invasive, and I think it's illegal, but a lot of OGs, they're not down with, you know, going offensive attorney-wise on the U.S. government. They're basically, you know, scrambling in defense. And tell you what, Kristy Guinn is honoring Brenda Dinkins' death 17 years after it started, you know. Oh yeah, that's how we met. As a matter of fact, like I said, Brenda was one of a kind, man. She was extraordinarily good looking, okay? And she was savage as fuck, all right? No one to fuck with. And talk about a bag hole extraordinaire. We're talking about fucking quarter pounds and shit that she would take from guys like Tim Wright, you know? And so when she took my money, I wasn't having none of it. And so I pushed her against the wall, and I put my gun in her mouth, the barrel, and she pissed her pants, man. And she said, let's go see Kristy. And so we did. And the fact that Brenda peed her pants, that was funny shit. You know, I was thinking, fuck, this bitch is sitting in my truck, I have to clean that up. But, yeah, he thought it was funny. And 17 years later, I'm hoping that this $130 Harley part that's going to help Crazy Joe get his rig fixed, or rig, hog, his fucking savage life. I'm hoping that since Kristy is really deep with the Hells Angels, and I have a lot of friends who are Vagos, and I like Kristy, and I like Alan Schofield, you know, I was thinking this might be the, what Nobel Peace Prizes are made out of. And, well, we'll just have to see what happens, right? Laying down all arms between the Hells Angels and the Vagos, because they're basically on the same side, right? They're just pitted against each other for different reasons. Not enough? How about billions of dollars? You know what, not being thrown just their way, but, you know, to plug all the fucking holes and to stop them from happening in the future. But that sucks. Yeah, so anyhow, I could sit on this debt until I got my bike, right? And then take it out there and have him do it up. But Crazy Joe has a bike now, and he needs it to run, you know, and I'm his friend, and I can do this. So why the fuck not? Pay it forward. And if everybody started to do that just a little bit, think of the wonderful things that could happen on this planet, right? Think if billionaires actually paid it forward and donated some of this money to things that actually change things for the better, not a sack of rice or grain. But how about, let's see, how about a plant or a production facility to grow it long term? Stuff like that, right? And tell you what, I'm entering the Legends domain, or I'm close enough to where I'm out to turn this phone off, right? Isn't this how I do it? Gone. Just like that. I had to turn this thing off too. Wouldn't that be a bitch if I didn't and, you know, my phone got tapped? But I'm actually going to I'm going to talk to Kristy and ask him if I can't make a phone call when I'm in my car on the way out. So my phone definitely goes live. And so everything I'm saying about Stevia is actually on record. Why not? I'll tell you this. To anybody out there that has wanted to kill me, or, you know what, has actually thought about doing it, I caution you this. My sons are going to be rich, and they love their dad a lot. And I've asked them, would you have any problem paying the Russian mob, or, you know, a faction of it, money to hunt down and kill the person that did me, and then to hunt down and kill, exterminate from the face of the earth everybody in his family? And you know what? Yeah, I've talked with several members of that tribe, and they said, oh yeah, money talks. Enough money and anything can happen. And you know what? Those guys are so fucking savage. They've never been broken. You want to know why? Because once you get in, you're in, and you keep your mouth shut, or they will do you and everybody in your fucking family and shit. And you know what? That is absolute beauty. That is structural integrity from within.